friends, aren't we, Kate?
Yeah.
Caitlin was just reminiscing on the time last year where we competed in RMIT Level 3-4 and I dropped her to the floor in competition. Onto her back.
And why did you drop her to her back?
Because she was annoying me on that day.
Eddie told us that we need buddies because we need to learn what each other does, and we need to make some new buddies instead of the same old best mates.
But we kind of, at Nationals, we kind of hung out a bit, didn't we? Because we were in the same house.
I hope we're all ready for training because I actually Eddie off a lot this morning at the house.
Why?
I first asked him if we could wear green shorts and then badgered him to let me wear green shorts.
Wait. Start from the start. He was trying to do work for his business.
He wasn't working. He made a post which was 2 lines. And he claimed that was what he was working on all day.
Yeah, then you
I was talking to Eddie about that before. I was like, is there going to be a long training, a short training, a hard one, an easy one? And he goes, it's all up to you. It depends how the first full out goes. If it goes well, it'll be nice and easy. If it goes bad, it's up to us, I guess.
Eddie.
Yes, look at that. Yes. Look how much he loves his hair. He loves it.
Yeah. I'll keep this safe for later, right?
I have a feeling that because we're starting late, one of the other bands had to go and change their van, so we're starting a good 40 minutes later than we should have, so we're going to have 2 hours instead of 3 hours, and I have a feeling that Eddie is going to scream and yell and push us as hard as possible to try and get everything in within that 2 hours. So fun times ahead, possibly.
My idea from now works like this. If you give me a good full out, we just do some cleaning and some qualifying and we're done. That's how practice works from now. I don't want to kill you unless you can't do your job. And the only reason we can't do our job right now is the head in the game thing. Okay, so the stuff that I talked about on the Lady Rain practice, it's pretty straightforward. When you walk in that door, you take a deep breath, you dump all of your home stuff behind. When you're here, you ignore all the stuff that happens and you encourage people. Even if it's like your flyer or your base calling you and telling you you suck or whatever, you're like, sorry, I'll try and be harder. I'll try and be better. Then when you walk out there, you just release that energy because it's just nervous stress. Yeah? Then you take back on your outside influences, got a problem with the boyfriend, mom's yelling at you, spend too much money at the shop, you got to pay back the credit card, whatever it is, that starts again there, okay? We start, we do the jobs, then we'll look good, we'll go really, really well, and we'll have a great trip. Is that cool? Okay, so Josie's line will then come onto this line, Corey's line will go onto Josie's line, all right? So we're just circling out, cool? First line is walking lunge, twist at the bottom. Not an A. No, it's an O. No. Jesus. That was pretty cool, hey? Like in every sequence, there was 4 or 5 technique issues that made the stunts not look absolutely polished, but everything went through on like a deduction-free section, okay? Like I said to them, cheerleading is not just about energy exerted, okay? It's performance, it's execution of those motions, it's making sure every part of that routine is tight from start to finish. You should be at the point where it's hard to walk afterwards. Yeah, no matter how easy your routine is, okay? You should be absolutely dead at the end because you put everything in. What I need you to do is go to that point where you're done. Like if you're done even at Worlds and you can't get up, someone here can actually pick you up and take you off the floor, okay?
SCC Legacy!
The team warms up before the competition. Nerves begin to kick in.
Pretty much hit the most of the routine, and our coach was yelling for us until we got to our last pyramid, which fell, and Eddie's face just completely dropped. And we went from a zero deduction run to a run that Eddie was absolutely not happy about. We walked off and he was just stone-faced, and he was like, get on the floor and do 150 squats, which didn't make us feel great, but his conclusion was that everyone who was under the pyramid that fell were all experienced athletes, and they should have kept it up.
What do you think Eddie made of our routine?
He said it was really good until the pyramid. So, hidden compliment in there. It was good, but pyramid was terrible. So,
He thought it was, insert swear word, bad.
150 squats, which is detrimental to my dance floor abilities out on the comp floor, because I gotta get low, and when my quads are sore, it's very hard.
He was pretty bad. It wasn't a happy
fun. Yeah, because we were all walking like out off the floor, and we were all like, oh, like we have some things to improve, but like that was pretty good, and everyone's kind of pumped up. And then we walk into the room, and Eddie's just silent.
150
like, really?
squats.
Really, guys? Really? It's like you don't want to be good, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
If anything had fallen other than the pyramid, he would have been fine.
Yeah.
When he was yelling at us, so I can't remember what we were doing, but he was like suddenly just said, get on the lines and do your suicide run, screamed at us, and then he turned around and apparently the other team were watching us, and he looked at them and it was like completely blank faces, and he just laughed because he like because they were so shocked at what he said.
I literally was like, just think of the booty, just think of the booty. No, the booty wasn't enough to push me through that pain.
I hope we get to do 150 squats again today. That'll be really fun.
That was so not loud. Told us to pretend that the audience was doing the monkeys.
After a rocky start, the team unwinds, but only for a moment. Worlds waits ahead. Next time on Hitting Zero.
Eddie had said to me that night, I am most worried about your rewind. And I was like, Where did that come from?
What is wrong with you guys?
You could tell everyone like in the team was absolutely themselves.
This is Southern Cross cheerleading from North Australia.